Beste mensen, een originele tip uit het programma van Schriedmacher. De leukste, grappigste en bijzonderste choreografe van Italië komt naar het festival met de voorstelling R.Osa. Silvia Gribaudi was vroeger zelf ballerina, maar richt zich inmiddels op het op de hak nemen, met heel veel humor, van het traditionele schoonheidsideaal in de danswereld. Wat is eigenlijk een mooi lichaam op toneel, buiten, op socials, in films? Daarover maakt ze hele bijzondere, grappige, maar ook echt virtuoze voorstellingen. En nu in Schriedmacher, voor het eerst in Nederland, de solo R.Osa, Rosa, die ze gemaakt heeft voor niemand minder dan een prachtige Italiaanse actrice, Claudia Marsicano. Ze neemt daarin ook min of meer de fitnesscultuur, zoals bijvoorbeeld van Jane Fonda, op de hak. Daardoor heeft ze zich laten inspireren, vandaar ook de ondertitelen 10 oefeningen in virtuositeit en strakke lichaamscultuur. Met een beetje sarcasme natuurlijk. Ze heeft zich ook laten inspireren door de beroemde sculpturen van beeldenkunstenaar Fernando Botero. U kent ze misschien wel, die volle neuzen, volle, prachtige beeldhouwwerken. We vroegen Silvia hoe ze toch aan die humor komt en waarom ze het schoonheidsideaal zo graag op de hak neemt.
First, let's talk about you. What was your first experience with dance in Italy?
I'm from Italy, so in Italy we have this kind of very nice, I don't know how to call it in English, but anyway, in these little villages, we have the possibility to dance all together, probably also in other countries. And this was my first approach with dance. I was dancing with friends, my father, and I started to understand that for me was really important the concept how to create a community with dance. So what does it mean to have a community that is dancing together? And then I studied ballet in Italy, and then contemporary dance, and then I started to use my body as a performer and to adapt the dance and the ballet techniques with my physicality, my body. And I discovered humor. And
how did you discover humor?
I did some workshops with a teacher, and he told me, "You are very funny." And I say, "What? I'm funny. I'm a dancer. I can't be funny as a dancer. I'm very serious when I dance." So I said, "Well, not possible. It's not possible." And then actually I started to accept it, that I could be also funny, but not for that, not serious. And then I discovered humor as the ability to transform something, the fears related to the relationship with the other, and to break barriers and codes. And I started to study how dance and humor can be combined and can be together. And now here I am. I'm dancing, I'm performing, and as a choreographer, I'm working with other dancers and artists, like, for example, in Rosa with Claudia Marsicano. She's an amazing performer.
And what are some difficulties of combining dance and humor, dance and comedy?
I think it's about timing, and the action reactions with audience. So you are not dancing alone, but you are dancing and not with just other dancers, but the other dancer are the audience. So you have to feel the contact and the relationship between these four walls. And I like it. I love to be there in the present with the person, I think, and people. So there we can really be together or not. So the difficulties is to accept that sometimes people Sometimes we are not together, and it's really visible that if the people doesn't laugh, or you feel the audience a bit afraid of your character too. So of course, it's really clear the reaction of them. So immediately you have a feedback. But when you are working with humor, you know, because you see everybody, so you can see all faces, and then sometimes it's not so easy to adapt yourself with the others and to find a line of thought, a line of dance that it helps to stay together or to be together.
But the performances I saw of your work, it really worked well with the audience. You are also playing with words, with yes or no, with passion, with counting. And it's not only about comedy, about ironical empathy, it's also about important subjects like femininity, like virtuosity, like body positivity, maybe. Can you explain a little bit, because you're now doing for 20 years research on that social impact of the physical body? Can you tell more about these themes?
This is something very delicate for me to speak about it, because it's something that happened because I'm a female dancer. So, and I used to work with my body. So it's beyond me and myself. Means that I use myself on stage, and I have this physicality. So I'm not the dancer that we expect to be to see on stage. And then I'm 52 years old, so I became to be old, and so my skin is changed. So Mm, it's I understood the power of my body on stage because of the audience. They gave me a feedback. Oh my God, I feel so, you have such a amazing courage. And I said, yes, okay. And then I discovered that the people were inspired my body, my also my quality on stage. Um, it's so strange when we are dancing. It's beautiful because it's fantastic because you can't feel your age. That to dance, it helps to feel always without any age. I mean, you feel young, old at the same moment, at the same time. That's the power of the art, I think. So I think was when I was younger. I had just one. Dream to dance, but to also to create this community in the theater that is a society that is speaking together, and not just see a dance as something that is super far from our gaze and our feeling, but to make a dance with a feeling that you, not that you can do it, but you in another position you can be related, because we are all human beings there in the theater. So to create this possibility to stay with different responsibilities together. And so for for this I started to accept it, that of course when I'm on stage I have a responsibility. And I try to work with also performers that want to offer their presence as a political choice, and not just a choice, but it's a choice to say, I'm here, I'm alive, and I'm here, I'm dancing for you, I'm talking to you, and we can talk together in our diversity, and that's all.
And now you're working with a performer is the actress Claudia Massicano. She's wonderful. How did you met each other, and how did you discover in her that political, rebellious presence on stage?
So I asked her in 2015 to work together, and 2017 we did Rosa. And I did an audition. So it was by audition in Italy. I asked to many people because I want to work about Botero and Botero, so about
The artist.
yeah, the artist, yes. And so about different volume on stage. When the body has a volume, what's the kind of movement that you can do or you can make it. So it was about this, and then I discover her, and she's an amazing actress, a performer, dancer, singer, and I felt it that she was for me the right interpreter. So I asked her, do you want to try Rosa? Yes, she was very young. And then now, show by show, we discover so many things about the impact of this show in the people. And the impact of the body, it's always like a mind body gives some feedback to the audience. The same, it's for her. And she explained very well how the gaze of the audience changed during the performance. So it's about how we look each other.
And she looks more or less like a living sculpture of Botero on stage.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Is it also a comment on the maybe the narrow gaze on the virtuosity in dance? Or maybe in life at all?
But we talk about virtuosities because it's something that is super important in dance. Always there is a virtuosism, and this is if you have the ability to make a lot of turn or whatever, the grand jeté. Now, for example, we are working about grand jeté here in the Hollandaise Festival. So every time each piece is as different. Virtuosism and virtuosity, it's something for me very important as human being. What is our virtuosismo? Virtuosismo, something special. And it's something that we are able to do or something that we have inside. So, and I try in all pieces, in Rosa, Grand Jeté, Graces, to work between these two things, two words that that are communicating together. So virtuosism, ability, this, or maybe human being, perfection, imperfection. So virtuosity maybe is the dialogue between perfection, imperfection. So I think between is to be a human being. That's the very difficult thing. What does it mean to be a person?
And in Rosa is also a link with Jane Fonda, the fitness industry of Jane Fonda's from the 80s.
Yeah, because we put it this as exercises. So also to be what the society we have to be. So we play about this game of American style and this kind of things. But yeah, Jane Fonda and exercises, it's something about what does it mean to be prepared when you are in the street, or what again about gaze, how we look, how we have to be, and what does it mean to make exercises. Sometimes it's the exercise is not just something that for our muscles, but it's also about our way to see and to look each other. So to open our eyes to feel the person. But sometimes we don't used to have these kind of exercises. So in this case, we play about this Jane Fonda character, and to be, wow, so cool.
We're looking forward for Rosa, 10 exercises for new virtuosity, and on the 11th of March in the Festival of Schietmacher.
And thank you. I'm so sorry that I can be there, but looking forward to coming
Next time.
See you next time. Thank you so much. Ciao.
Thanks, Silvia.
Ciao, bye.
Ciao.
Thank you.
Bye.
I'm Claudia Amarsicano, and in R. Osa, a performance of Silvia Gribaudi, I might be the only one on stage, but I'm not the only one performing, because the audience is invited to join. Era Puntosa is a performance about virtuosity in an unconventional way. It deals with the question of how we define talent or beauty and the power of our gaze, the way that we look at unconventional bodies or bodies in general.